JD Vance, of course, the Vice President. Have a listen. He's been very, very strong on this whole issue of free speech, in particular, free speech outside America, such as here. We want here on JD's radar. Here he is talking the other...
Yes, ma'am. In his remarks at the Munich Security Conference, Vice President Vance condemned free speech violations in the UK, particularly. Could you respond? What is your message?
I have an idea. We have the man right here. Come on. Let's go, JD.
Just moments ago, Vice President J.D. Vance dropped a political bombshell that's shaking both Washington and London. In a fiery speech broadcast live from the Munich Security Conference, Vance issued what he called a final warning, not to an enemy nation, but to one of America's oldest allies, the United Kingdom, and at the center of his remarks, Prime Minister Keir...
We're putting you on stage.
Great. Yeah, look, I said what I said, which is that we do have, of course, a special relationship with our friends in the UK and also with some of our European allies, but we also know that there have been infringements on free speech that actually affect not just the British. Of course, what the British do in their own country is up to them, but also affect American technology companies and, by extension, American citizens. So the transatlantic relationship, our NATO allies, certainly the United States under the Biden administration, got a little too comfortable with censoring rather than engaging with a diverse array of opinions. So that's been my view. Obviously, I've raised some criticism and concerns.
Starmer, Vance accused the UK government of undermining free speech, and he did it in front of an audience filled with global leaders, diplomats, and journalists. The moment he called out Starmer by name, the hall fell completely silent. This wasn't a casual comment. It was a statement meant to send a message. So, what did Vance really say? Why did he decide to take this stand? And could this speech ignite a major diplomatic storm between the US and the UK? Let us break down exactly what happened. It all began during the afternoon session of the Munich Security Conference, a high-profile event where the world's most powerful figures gather to discuss global cooperation, democracy, and human rights. When it was J.D. Vance's turn to speak, many expected the usual talking points about defense and trade. Instead, Vance veered off script and started talking about something few anticipated. The decline of free expression in Western democracies. That he said, free speech doesn't end at America's borders. The right to speak, to criticize your leaders, to challenge your government, that's not just an American ideal, it's a human right. Then came the line that sent shockwaves through the hall, and it's time the United Kingdom stopped silencing voices it doesn't like, even if they challenge the government. Gasps were audible in the audience. Cameras quickly cut to the British delegation, where aides were visibly uncomfortable. Within minutes, clips of the speech were all over social media, with headlines reading, J.D. Vance calls out Keir Starmer on global stage, the core of the allegation. So what exactly was J.D. Vance referring to? According to his remarks, he believes that the current UK administration has crossed a dangerous line, using laws, policies, and so-called safety measures to suppress dissenting opinions. That he specifically criticized online speech laws that give the government and tech platforms broad powers to remove what they define as harmful or offensive content. To Vance, this isn't about safety, it's about control. He said, the moment a government decides which opinions are acceptable, democracy starts to die. Free nations don't censor. They argue, they debate, they trust their people with the truth. That he pointed to several high-profile cases in the UK where individuals were reportedly investigated or punished for social media posts, suggesting that this kind of policing of opinion would never stand in the United States. Vance's message was clear. The UK is walking down a path that could threaten the very freedoms it once championed. Downing Street didn't take long to respond. A spokesperson for Keir Starmer issued a statement calling Vance's comments misguided and inflammatory, insisting that Britain remains a world leader in protecting free expression and media freedom. But behind closed doors, insiders say the government was blindsided. According to reports from political journalists, senior Labour officials were caught off guard and held an emergency meeting to discuss the fallout. There are even whispers that Starmer himself was frustrated that the U.S. Vice President, someone expected to be an ally, had taken such a public swing at his leadership. This comes at a time when Starmer is already under pressure at home. Critics within his own party accuse him of being too cautious, too bureaucratic, and too willing to compromise on core freedoms in the name of safety and unity. J.D. Vance's comments, whether intentional or not, struck directly at that vulnerability. It's a reflection of a world where the boundaries of free speech, national policy, and global politics are colliding like never before. When a U.S. Vice President issues a final warning to Britain. It's not just a headline, it's a symbol of the tension between two democratic ideals, security versus freedom. And the question everyone's now asking is simple: which one will win? So what do you think? Did JD Vance go too far, or is he right to call out the British government? Is this the start of a new global movement for free speech, or just another political storm that will pass with the news cycle? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more breaking updates, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story that matters. Until next time, stay informed, stay alert, and above all, stay free.
Like this video and subscribe my channel for latest bombshell news.